Okay, the meeting's being live streamed. There we go. And I'm gonna mute everyone. There we go. Okay, the meeting's being live. There we go. Okay, we're all good. I got everything lined up on that screen. So we'll have a lesson. It's not going to be killer hard. And then when we're done the lesson, I'll stop the live stream, and everyone that's on Zoom, we can play songs for each other. You know, and Shirley, I thought your idea last week was great. We'll just do like a show and share. And we're not looking for perfection, you guys. This is me, right? We don't have to worry about anything being perfect. In fact, when the live stream is done, what I'm going to do is play a bit of a work in progress for you guys. So it's not going to be perfect, and it's okay. Okay, so pressure is off for playing songs, you know, for each other. Nothing's recorded, and we don't care about mistakes. If we cared about mistakes, boy, I'd be in big trouble, right? So, all right, let me haul up my my PDF here. There it is. Okay, so we're going to just cut into Dirty Old Town real quick here. What I want you guys to do, though, in order to prepare, is to play your open C major scale, okay, to get your fingers moving around. So we'll just take our time. Now with this song, I will tell you, I mostly play the melody with my thumb. Like, I'm not fancy with my finger picking with this one at this level. And I'll show you guys some things that I like to do with it, but we're going to keep it simple and let you do what you want with it, okay? So I'm going to play just my C major scale, so third string open, just with my thumb. Okay, second fret on that third string. Okay, now second string open. First fret, third fret, first string open, second fret, third fret. Okay, let's go back down. We'll hit the third fret again, second fret, open, second string, fret 3, and 2, oh sorry, pardon me, 1, then open, third string, second fret, and open. Okay. Now just for kicks, let's go through it again, but what we're going to do is we're going to add on that fourth string, O and 2. Okay. So let's just hit let's do 2 plucks on each string, okay? Or on each note. 1, 2, ready, go. Fourth string open. Second fret. Third string open. Second fret. Second string open, first fret, third fret, first string open, first fret, second fret, third fret, second fret, open, second string, third fret, now the first fret, open, okay, third string, fret 2, open, and now we're going to add in those bonus notes, fret 2 on string 4, and open. Now I'm adding those in because we use them in the song. That's why. Okay. Now let me just take a peek over here at my folks. If you're watching, thank you for joining me, and I'm going to put down my website so that you can get the PDF for this off my website. And you will find it. Oh, actually, I can probably give you the specific link, can't I? Hang on here. Here we go. There you go. That'll take you to the spot. You scroll down and you'll see PDFs from today and from past lessons as well. So thank you for joining me. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to get into Dirty Old Town. I'll play it for you guys. Looks so simple. It's so much fun to play. Okay, I'll play it and move this down a little bit. See all my whiteboard markers. There we go. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. I'm not playing exactly as written, am I? Like I'm throwing in some pull-offs. And I see that if you're looking at the sheet music, the notes are written for a high G tuned ukulele, reentrant, but I've got a low one. If you're playing high G, some of the notes might sound a little bit off. That's the only thing. So, but experiment with it. And if it works for you, it works for you, right? So I'm gonna pull up the music. We'll play through it. I'll play it as written, and then I'll show you what I've added to it. Get all serious now. Put on our serious faces. Okay. Now, just a warning, my monitor was just flickering at me. So you guys let me know if what you see is flickering. It'll be kind of a vision test or something for us. I don't know. All right, I'm going to make this screen bigger. Now, is that okay for you guys if we look at it at that size, or would you like it a little bit bigger? It's okay? Okay. So with this one, like I laid it right out, like we've got the chord charts, just in case you're not sure about what I'm playing. And I'm not doing any fancy chord shapes for this one. Nothing. Kind of different for me, right? Because normally I'm all over different chord shapes. All right. So I'll play the first two lines and then scroll down. And you can see why I added in, hey, is the screen flickering for you guys? No? Okay, good. Just on my end. There's a power supply issue, I think. All right, here we go. I'll count to 4 and then 1, and then we start. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Oh, 2, oh, oh, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, oh, 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 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Oh, 3, oh, 2, 3, 4, 1, 3, oh, 2, oh, oh, 2, 3, 4. Scrolling. 1, 2, oh, 3, oh, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, oh, 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 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 2, oh, oh, 2, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, right at the end here. 2, oh, 2, 2, 2, 3, 4. And I strum A minor once at the end there. And then that's when, if you're playing in the Alley Cats with me, that's when we start getting into the lyrics of the song. Wendy knows about this song. But I have never shown her what I do with the melody when I finger pick it and all this. So all things will be revealed. Ha ha ha. Okay. So what I tend to do with this one, we'll play through it, make sure we're comfortable with the melody. Okay. But this time what I'm going to do is wherever the rests are, so you can see them in the sheet music up here. I should have just done it as tab, but I was kind of watching the sunrise while I was doing this up. So I met my love. You got the O there, and then we've got the 3 beats of rest plus a 1. So that's where I'm throwing in my strum. I'm filling it up. Now, the melody doesn't actually just stop like that, right? When they're singing the song. Now, I've heard the Pogues do this. So I don't know if anyone has heard the Pogues do Dirty Old Town, but it's a great tune. So he doesn't actually go... He doesn't sing like that. His voice rings out, but I put in the rests there so that we can follow where I put the strums in. That's all. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the melody, and then I'm just going to toss in the strums. I'm not going to do any down, ups yet. I'm just going to start using those strums as place markers. Here we go. So the first chord we're going to use on the first line is C, right? 2, 3, 4, 1. Melody. Oh, 2, oh, oh. Now strumming. 2, 3, 4, 1. Back to melody. 2, oh, 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 oh. 3 more strums. 1, 2, 3. Next line, Now we've got 2 more rests there, right? At the beginning of that bar. We're going to stay on our C chord, do 2 more strums of C, hit the melody, then we're going to change to our F. Ready? Here we go. 3, 4, go. Strum, strum, melody. Oh, 3, oh, now to your F chord. 2, 3, 4, 1. Back to the melody. 3, oh, 2, oh, oh, now to your C chord. 2, 3, 4. I'm going to stop and show you guys something. Do you see the G chord I put up here above the words by the old canal? We may or may not do anything with that G chord, but I want to make sure that you guys know what the harmony is throughout the song. Okay, so I didn't strum anything there, but we'll see what happens. Okay. Now we carry on. We're going to do 2 more strums of C, and then the melody, Kissed My Girl. You ready? 3, 4. On your C, strum, strum, kissed my girl. A minor. 2, 3, 4, 1. Melody. 2, oh, 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 and strumming on your C. 4, 1, 2, 2, oh, oh, 2. Let's talk about that D minor. In order to get comfortable with landing that D minor, on that 2 there for the word town, I use my ring finger. That way, I don't have to worry about suddenly fumbling for the chord. To back, right? Shirley, she's got it. To back up further, let's take a look at the 2 for the dirt part of dirty. I use my middle finger there, and I usually just keep it down so I can start to build my D minor in advance. So we're going to try that right now. We're going to hit the 2 and leave it down, let it ring. So hit the 2, keep your middle finger down on the 2nd fret for the word dirty. 2, oh, oh, now for the word town, place your ring finger. Now you've just got to put down your index finger to complete that D minor for those strums. So no hopping needed, right? You've taken your time. Now you got a big fat jump to your G. We'll talk about different fingerings we could use her. 2, oh, 2, 2. Now what I'm going to do is stop sharing that screen so you guys can see that fingering that I was talking about, the progression of that D minor. Because it's things like that, that it's going to make it easier for you guys to take a song like this and do a quick arrangement of it where you're playing the melody and strumming the chords. So it's thinking about the progression of your fingering. It makes a huge difference. But first, a sip of coffee. Oh yeah. Oh, so good. So there's an owl flying around out on the west side, a big one. And you know, it's big enough that my little fluffy friends could get turned into breakfast. So I had to battle all 3 of them to try to get outside without any pets coming out with me. Oh my gosh, you should have seen it. Had my bag, my ukulele, and my coffee, and I was trying to turtle my way out the door, and the cats were just plowing at me. Anyway, I did it, but I spilled coffee on my ukulele case. All right, here we go. The last line. Move my down. The last line of Dirty Old Town, doing the chord. So I'll come from the C. So I've already started the D minor. Pivot my hand over like that. Here's an option for the G. Okay, I'm going to do it in a slow motion way. So I made my fingers for the D minor. Pivot to my D minor. Sometimes people just do this. Okay, I'm making the G by keeping my middle finger anchored where it already is. Okay. Wait a minute. Barb's shaking her head. No, my fingering's wrong. Okay, let's rewind that and pretend I didn't talk about that. What? Rewind, erase. Never mind that. I was like, hey, I think I could do that. And then why haven't I ever done that before? Okay, it's a bunny hop I do. A bunny hop over. Oops. A bunny hop right over with my middle finger. See how I keep my middle finger happening on that second fret all the time? Sometimes I do that. I don't always. Depends on how my mind is approaching the fingering for the chords. The Merlin Bird app, I can ID the bird by its sound? Rosemary, that's cool. Okay, I might do that. People have sent pictures of the owl onto the West Side Facebook page. That's a big one. All right, so let's do that last line again. I'll show you a different fingering, so you can decide, right? So here we go again from my C. I'll stay on that fingering for sure. Hop to your standard G. And the 202, 2 at the end, I'm doing a pull off. Okay. Pull offs when you're on those inside strings can be a little bit weird. Sometimes this happens, right? Like your finger goes across all those strings. Let's talk about why. Okay, here I am doing the pull off. See how my hand's pulling down like that, right? To get the finger to pull off the string. If you do a little flick, I'll try to do it really slow motion. See, it's just a very small, I build up power and then bounce off it right away and come back. Make a small circle when you're doing pull-offs on those strings. You can make a bigger one on the first string, of course, because there's no strings underneath you. But on these guys, you want to make a nice, small, controlled movement. Okay, so that'll help with that. So usually when I play this song, the 2-0 on the third string is a pull-off, which is fun. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go through again now on all the 2-0s. I'm going to do it as a pull-off. And I'm just going to pull up this music as in a different form so I can get my highlighting options here. Hang on. That's what I wanted. Okay. There we go. Okay, so now I can highlight this. If you haven't listened to the Pogues, I really do recommend you hanging out and listening to this song. They've also got another one, Rivers of Whiskey, Streams of Whiskey, something like that. It's pretty cool sounding. So there we go. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'll share the screen, and now I've got the option to do some highlighting on it. So we're going to get busy now. So where I highlight, whoopsie doodle, those are the notes that I usually do a pull off with. I'll just do a little line. Okay. So I'm going to go through now and I'm going to add that little line for a pull off. Scroll down and I'm just going to get it ahead of time. So I'm going down to here. Okay. So those pull-offs have been drawn in. The fingering where you want to try to keep everything down is here. And if you're comfortable doing hammer-ons, you might want to try, I'll put that in green. Okay, you might want to try doing a little hammer-on here. Why didn't it highlight? Come on now. Spots like that, but a quick one. We're probably going to add more and more, just so you guys know. And this is how you can start to just play. Okay, you don't worry about being perfect. You just want to.
Would you pull off on the 3-0 as well? 3-0?
Oh, probably.
0?
Oh, sure. Why not? Yep. Let's do that. We'll add in the pull-offs there. I often do them there. I think that's the only one. And I don't know if you guys heard that rhythm. So we've got the 8th notes there. I did a dotted quarter to an 8th note rhythm there instead of playing. Oh, look at how precise I'm getting with my drawing, you guys. I've been working that program. Okay, so 302. You hear that from me a lot rather than playing the notes straight as 2 quarter notes. So just be aware of that, and it's your choice how you want to play that, right? If we all got together in the same room, we'd all know the chord progression, we'd all know the melody, but we might interpret it a little bit differently. We all sat around and played it one after the other in a row. It'd be so cool. All right, here we go. So we'll try to add in the pull-offs. Okay. We'll keep it nice and slow. Here we go. I'll count to 4, and then we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. 2, oh. Simple strums. 3, 4, 1. Ready for the pull-off? 2, oh. Right on. 2, 3. For next line. 1, 2, 3. To your F chord. Pull off. 3, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I gotta scroll. Hang on, you guys. There we go. Okay, ready? Stay on the C chord. 1, 2, 3. On your A minor. 2, 3, 4. 1. Ready for a pull off? 2, right on. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 2, 2. D minor. 2, 3, 4. G. 2, 2, 2, 2, 3. Okay, Wendy's smiling like crazy. Wendy, did you get the pull-offs? Yes. Okay, who else got the pull-offs? Hands up for the pull-offs. Oh, look at you guys. Yes. Okay, now we add more.
Tina, your secret is out now.
I know, but there's more. There's always more. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is listen to my cackle, you guys. Oh, that coffee's hitting me. Okay, so sometimes I gotta find the slide. Hang on here. Nope. Sorry, I just gotta scroll down. I think it's just I throw in on the 3s. I tend to throw in, does anybody remember what that little wiggly sign might mean? If it was a little better wiggly? Yeah, vibrato. And I tend to make it pretty wiggly there. Pretty wiggly and short. Oops. So I'm going to play Kissed My Girl, just where I've got my little pen there. Just a little bit, right? Now, here's the other confession. Do you guys remember that Blues Stay Away From Me, where I said you could play the 2nd string open, or if you want to, do some sliding, slide up to fret 4 on string 3. Okay? By the factory wall. Do you see what I drew in there? I drew in a little 4 with a little slide line next to it. Aha! So I do all sorts of stuff there, right? So I've subbed out that open for the 4th fret on the 2nd string. I slid up to the 4 and I did the wiggle. All the business on the 3rd string there, right? Okay, so let's try that. Nice and slow. I'll count to 1. We'll do the pull off from 2 to O, slide to the floor 4, try to do the wiggle, and then just relax with the 3rd string open. Okay, you guys ready? Yeah, Wendy?
If you're doing a pull off, how can you slide?
Because I'm sliding to the 4, I'm sliding from nothing, really, and I tend to slide from the 2 quickly up to the 4. So listen to this. I do 2 pull off, then I go back up to the 2 and slide quickly to the 4. Yeah?
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, you guys, let's do it. I'm glad you said that, Wendy. So yeah, that little line there. Oh, whoops. Erase. That little line there is just sliding from the 2 to the 4. There we go. Okay, here we go. Ready? Just on that spot. We'll try to use our skills on this. 3, 4, 1, 2, oh, 2 to 4, wiggle, oh, oh. Okay, let's do it again, nice and slow. I'll do the pull off. So we got beat 1, pull off from 2 to O. Now we're going to slide to the 4. We have to slide from something, so we're just going to slide from the 2. Okay, practice that slide. 2, up to 4. Yeah. And if you can do that, then try wiggling that 4. Yeah, right on. When I wiggle it, it's not a fancy classical looking thing. I'm going to stop sharing the screen and I'm going to show you everything I'm doing. Look at this, just spilling the beans on this song, hey? Okay, so I do my pull off. Now I'm going to slide from 2 to 4, but it's quick. Just because I need a starting place. I could do 3 to 4. That's okay too. Just remember when you're sliding, you want to keep your finger in contact with the fretboard, but not like that, right? You just want to glide. And then back down to 2. Oh, sorry, to open. 2, oh, slide from 2 to 4. If you can do that, then try wiggling when you get up there. And it's just, you add in that vibrato, that wiggle, with whatever sound you've got left from the slide. Don't worry about picking the note again. The note picking happens down on the 2nd fret, sliding up to 4.
You lost the 4 to 0 after the vibrato.
After the vibrato, I just go right to 0. 2, oh, 4, oh, oh, just like that. It gets kind of fancy, right? This is where you can decide how you want to play the song. And you don't have to do the slide. Maybe you just hit the 4th fret and do vibrato. Maybe you want to play it open. Maybe you're like me and you play it a little different every single time, depending on your mood and your coffee intake. Let's play it again, okay? There we go, okay. So I'm going to try to catch myself as I go with things that I'm doing. And if you hear something that I haven't talked about that you're curious about, just unmute yourself and ask me. Okay? We'll do this for a few more minutes, and then we'll see. We'll have a quick talk and see who has something they want to play. Okay. And again, pressure's off, you guys. It's a no pressure kind of time. Okay, here we go. At the beginning, those first 2 lines, add in pull-offs, vibrato. What I'm gonna do now is for my strumming, I'll just draw it in. I'm doing a down, down, up. Generally that, right? Nope. Down, up, down. I'm keeping it real. Just a simple. So that way I do a down, up, down, up. So I'm hitting on the first beat of a bar. I'm doing a nice, strong sounding down strum. Okay. So down, up, down, up. And I'm going to stop drawing in those little arrows because I just want to play. But you get the idea, right? Beat 2 is a down, up. All right, here we go. I don't do any strum on that first bar. I just come in with the melody. 2, 3, 4, 1. Oh, 2, oh, oh, strumming. Down, up, down, down, up, down. Pull off. 2, oh, 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 oh. Down, up, down, down, up. Next line. Down, up. Oh, 3, oh. F chord. 3, oh, 2, oh, oh. Down, up, down, down, up. Okay, let me scroll. Oh, where's my mouse? There we go. Okay, down, down, up on your C. Oh, 3, oh, down, up, down, down, up, down. Fancy. 2, oh, 4, oh, oh, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, 2, oh, oh, 2, D minor, down, up, down, down, up, G. 2, oh, 2, 2, down, up, down, down, up, down. Okay, let's check in. The down, up is just an adage. You could do all down strums there. But I'm curious about, I'm going to kind of pick on bar 13 at the end there, at the bottom of the page, with setting up your fingers for that D minor. It can feel kind of weird to do it at first, but if you can, it's going to help bring out the harmony of the song there and help you with just placing your fingers. So does anybody want me to do the close-up of approaching that D minor? Does anyone want to see that again? Yep, okay. So I'll stop sharing and I'll show that, and then you guys tell me what you need to see a close-up of, okay? All right, so the D minor, what I'm doing is I'm playing that 2, oh, oh, and as soon as I play that 2, I just leave it down. Then I add on with that 2 on the next note, so that's just the words dirty old town, right? Dirty old town, and then I pivot my hand down to get my index finger on the string 2 first fret to complete the D minor. Down, oh sorry, down, up, down, down, up, G, and then hop to G or go that way to G, whatever works for you. Okay, so again, it's about just leaving down your fingers, if you can, is what that one is. All right, so I'm gonna play the fancy, couple of the fancy parts. So by the old canal, I'm gonna do that again so that you guys can hear that rhythm, that dotted quarter. So I've got beat 1, and then I do a pull off 3 to O. 2, O, O. Okay, so 1, 3, O, 2, O, O. Good. And then the 2 O sliding up to 4. I'll do that one again. I'll approach it too. Okay, 2, pull off, slide from 2 to 4, wiggle if you want. Now I'm going to play it the way I really like to play it. And I'll just make the screen a little bit smaller for myself. And I'm going to leave it so that you guys can just watch me. You're going to hear a lot of different stuff. The whole idea here is to give you some different ideas. So I'm going to play it simple, and then I'm going to add more to it as I go. Okay. the strumming in there to help accent the words. Okay, so that's one thing. 2, 3. Sometimes I add in some finger picking in there. Oh, I lost my spot. Second line. Especially there. When I'm doing the dotted quarter rhythm, I'm going to slow it right down so you can see exactly what I did. Okay, so I did my pull off. What I did was I put in where that dotted quarter is to help me keep my beat there. I put in an open on beat 4. That's what I did. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1. So sometimes you'll hear that. So I'm going to start that line again. There it is. Some more bass notes. A little hammer on there. So don't feel like you got to keep the strumming the same all the time. Use those strums as a way to build some energy within the melody. Okay.
Will those all marks all be on a PDF?
Yeah, maybe. I'll see how many of them I can add, but this whole idea is that I play it a little different every time, right? You start with the basic, and then you start expressing yourself the way that you want to. So a lot of the twos by themselves, I'll throw in a quick hammer on, right? Real fast. Especially like with the words met, I met my love, that ode to. Oh, sorry. Did you hear how I added it? I did something different there again, right? Really, what I'm doing is using skills that I've taught you guys over the past few months. In that case, what I did, I'm going to share it so that I can notate it so it's in the recording. Because here's the thing, there's a lot of little things that I do that, so what I did was I teeter-tottered back and forth. Instead of worrying about doing a big fat vibrato, I teeter-tottered back and forth between those notes. So here's beat 1, beat 2, and then I played these guys as eighth notes. So for that bar there, bar 5, where I'm looking right now, whoops. Okay, well anyway, you know which one I'm looking at now because I highlighted it like that. I do a strum for dream to dream. I play my melody, and then my third string open, melody. So again, I'll do it one more time. Strum, I do the word dreamed, so that's the second string open. I play that with my index finger, and then I hit my third string open, third fret there on the third. Okay, Shirley's got it. Right on. It's fun, hey? You just throw in some finger picking when you feel comfortable. Possibilities are endless. What I'll try to do is maybe a buffet table of ideas. That would be easier so that you guys can have some ideas about what you can do with the melody rather than write it down hard and fast, because I want you guys to have some choices, you know, decide what you want to do. Okay, Larry, you're giving me homework. I'll do it. All right, so questions. We're looking at that music. Any questions, any bars where you're like, whoa, Tina, I need to hear that again, because now's the time.
Yes, the way you picked in 5/7.
Okay, with that syncopation, right? I can draw in what I did. Okay. What I'm going to do is this. I can write in the counting everything right here, so it's so here's beat 1, 2, oh, and I'm getting better, but not super good here. 3 and no, hang on here. Doing it wrong. There we go. Okay. So think about the word old still being on beat 3, and the word can for canal comes in on the and. So I'm going to try to draw in some little eighth note bits there. Okay, now I'm going to, that's a quarter note there. And I'm going to make this bigger so we can really look at it. Look at my awesome writing. All right, so bar 7, here we go. I've added in my notes. Okay, so I play beat 1 is just a strum. Beat 2, okay, I've got my pull off 3-0, which is the count 2 and 3-0. Now for the word old, I'm going to play my 2nd fret on my 3rd string. Now I'm going to play my 4th string open. Boom, cha, and that's where what I've done is I've moved the word ca for canal, right? That part. I've moved that onto the and of beat 4. Okay, so I'm going to do that again. I'll play through those 2 bars a couple of times so you guys can hear it. Try to play it with me. So bar 7 and 8, I'll just cycle through those. 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm going to do it again. Ready? Bar 7, I'll slow it down more. I won't play the F chord at the beginning. I'll just say 1. 1, 3, 0, 2, 0, 0, 0, 2, 3, 4, again. 3, 0, 2, 0, 0, 0, 2. I think some people are getting it now. Okay, one more time. Okay, here we go. Bar 7. 3, 4, 1, 3, 0, 2, 0, 0, 0. Is it starting to make a bit more sense for you guys? Yeah? Okay, victory lap then. We're going to do those 2 bars with the chords in there. Okay, so we'll play the F chord just before we do our fancy little melody there. Okay, ready? 3, 4, F chord strum. 3, 0, 2, 0, 0, 0, C chord. 2, 3, 4. Let's do the whole song now. I won't add in a whole bunch of stuff. I'll try to keep it just as written. Okay, here we go. So right from the beginning, 2, 3, 4, 1. Oh, 2, oh, oh, strumming. Down, up, down, down, up, down, melody. 2, oh, 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 down, up, down, down, up, next bar, line. Oh, 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 F, whoops, 2, 3, 4, 1, 3, oh, oh, oh. Okay, gotta scroll. Okay, bar 9 there. 1, 2, oh, 3, oh, A minor chord. 2, oh, 4, oh, oh, C chord. Here we go. 2, oh, oh, 2, D minor. And G. 2, oh, 2, 2. I see some ahas coming from people. Good, good. Just remember, change the strumming to suit your mood. Add in the skills that you've learned over the past months with me, where you feel like doing it. Okay, you don't have to play it the same way as me. I don't play it the same way as me each time. All right. So I'm going to stop sharing that. Now, what I'm going to do is let's just have a quick little talk to see who wants to do who wants to play something. We'll find out. Oh! I'm going to turn off the live stream for it though. Okay, so don't worry. Oh, I see some smiles, so we'll see. At least I've got something to play for us. Okay, so for you folks that are watching on the live stream, I'm turning that way to look at the monitor, but I'll look at you now this way. I'm going to stop the live stream now. So if you want to join me in the Zoom room, my link is right under the Sunday ukulele deal. I'll let you in if you want to come in and do a little open mic with us. Otherwise, thank you for joining me for these sessions, and I'll see you sporadically in July and August and maybe one in June.
So there's nothing in June?
Well, there is the festival in June and me prepping up for music festivals. So, all right, I've got to stop the live stream here.
So this is the last one until July, really?
Yeah, and it'll be sporadic in July too.
Okay.